It's kind of long, so I'm not going to play the whole entire audio clip. But just to explain it to you, a guy and a girl go on a date. The girl really enjoys the date, tells the guy she'd like to see him again. The guy proceeds to tell her, listen, I don't want to see you again because you told me on the date that you wanted to wait till you get married to have sex. And I want to have sex with you right now. And I want to have sex with you now. I'm not waiting. And you already have a kid, so that means you was out here having sex. So why now do you want to wait?
He's like, I just spent $200 on a play and took you to a restaurant. I thought you were going to jiggle your keys in and say, let's go upstairs and have sex.
Now, obviously, it's a joke and it's a skit, but, well, maybe not obviously. But I wanted to open the lines, 800-223-9797. Fellas or ladies, is honesty what you really want? Do you really want a guy or a girl to be completely honest with their intentions as soon as you start dating them? And if the answer is yes, maybe you have a scenario where this has worked out for you. Because I have to say, honestly, for me, it's always worked. Always. Never not once have I told a girl, yo, here's the deal. This is what I like. Now, in that moment, she's going to be like, all right, well. And then maybe 2 weeks later, she'll get back around to me and I might get the tap.
But he
maybe 2 months.
He made it seem earlier. It always
works. It always works.
Now, maybe for you specifically, but I don't think it's going to happen for everyone.
But if we already like each other, and I'm telling you honestly what my intentions are, I don't see that as a stretch.
Yeah, but you are a different thing altogether. Mm-hmm. Number one, the women you met probably on some level already, not because you were a public figure then, but like already wanted to have sex with you, and then you were just displaying the and this part could work for other people. The brashness of this is what I want is something women like, right? That is a thing that women can like. But I have a theory on this that solves this whole problem.
Well, it's not a problem. I just wanted to know if it works out for people or not.
I just think it's weird in the context of that date that you would do it, right? It seems like right now there's a way you do that. You can meet women, and men and women meet each other now like online. There's so many ways to meet.
Apps, whatever.
And you can be so direct beforehand of like, you're already talking dirty to each other. It's like, this is what it is. I think it's kind of weird to go on the romantic date and then be like, by the way, all I want is sex. It's like, well, then why were you out here simping taking me on a date, you little bitch? Tell me before.
Hello?
Nicole, who's yelling in the background? What's going on over there?
That's my friend Sarah in the background. Hey!
Hey, Sarah, what's going on? All right, so Nicole, you believe honesty is the best policy. Early when you start dating, tell people your intentions.
Well, in my intent, if I want a relationship, that's what I tell them. But let me just speak with men for a minute. They should be more honest. If you're married, give a woman a decision. Let her make a choice if she wants to be second. You have men out there who live with their baby mamas. They say they live with their mother. And the lion builds and builds and builds. And then you in this hole. Now the girl becomes so aggravating because you started out lying.
Yeah, well, that's just because he just wanted to get the draws and not deal with it, and he'll deal with the drama later.
Yeah, maybe so, but some of that drama is not worth it. Some of that drama will have you in a hole.
And not only that, if you're honest, you might be able to get the you-know-what.
That's my policy. Just tell everybody off the rip, this is how I'm moving and what I'm doing. You want to go along for the ride.
Right.
I like your theory, bro. I'm just saying, like, if the guy is a regular schmegular guy,
but she already likes you.
But that's
you guys
what I'm trying to tell him, that
date.
it's not going to work for everybody.
Yeah, but they may like him because they think he's there to really date, and once he's like, nah, here's what I want, they're gonna be like,
he doesn't
what?
have to be rude about it. He doesn't be like, nah. He just has to be like, hey, check this out. Here's what'll work for me. I just want you to know.
I know, but it's like, but bro, you work at UPS. You can't just be declaring that you're gonna have sex with me.
Yeah, but I just took you out on a nice night on the town. You're gonna want another nice night. You're not gonna get it, fellas, ladies too. If you're honest, it's not gonna work out for you in the moment most of the time. It's a later on down the road thing. You're punting. You're punting down the road, hoping that your honesty works out in your favor. And now,
then if they can't score, they give you the ball back. And you have better field position.
Talk about it. Okay, talk about it. That's what I'm saying. Millie from Staten Island.
Hi. Good morning.
You want honesty from the beginning.
Absolutely.
No matter what it is.
No matter what it is.
And has this worked out for you where a guy's told you, look, my intentions are to have sex?
Yes.
And what happened?
And at that point in time, that's what I wanted as well. It worked out.
There you go. See?
I mean, if that's what you want, then it works out, yes. But what I was trying to tell you earlier, I'm sorry?
She said absolutely, if that's
Okay,
what you
good.
want.
Yeah.
And my point is, Millie may not want it right then. They might be on a different page, but I'm telling you, that honest moment is better than most dudes is out here supplying. So they're going to come back around just because you was the one that was honest.
True.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And from, this says Tuxedo?
Yeah, Tuxedo Park.
Tuxedo Park, where's that?
It's very
In
formal.
the middle of nowhere. I live in the mountains. up in
Well,
New
well,
York.
thank you for calling in today, Tuxedo Park. And you say the honesty approach totally works.
Totally works. So my boyfriend, for about 3.5 years now, asked me on a date when we first started dating, and I told him that I was not interested in anything but a one-night stand. And
Real.
Yes, 100%. I was like, I'm not down. Like, thank you for the date, but like, we better get this going. And he was like, no. He said,
He
no.
gave you the Heisman. Heisman, fellas, the Heisman works.
He said no, and he said, I actually think you're really cool and you're nice, and I don't want to, just one night stand with you. So we did not have sex, and it took a while, and we are now dating.
Well, yeah, for 3.5 years. That's really interesting, though, that it worked in reverse. But see, here's the thing about women: all I want is a one night stand. No, I want to date you. Okay, that's cool. I'm down to date. What the hell is that? What happened to your one night stand? Now, after he dropped you off, did you go call someone else and have sex with them?
Yeah, did you get a one-night stand from somewhere else?
No, because it was like 3 in the morning he dropped me off, and I had to work at 6.
All right.
Timing was
Well, I'm glad
right.
it worked out either way.
Yo, Shawnee Culture went through the same thing when he was 18, sitting on the stoop with a girl.
Yeah.
What'd she say to you?
She was like, do you want to have sex? And I was like, no.
Look at his face.
Cornball 18-year-old.
Inside, yeah.
But why didn't you want her to take?
I mean, I wasn't expecting it. I just didn't it was
You didn't know how to
out
deal
of
with it.
nowhere. And she was
Bitch
just like, we
ass.
were just having a regular conversation, sitting on the porch. Of course, I went over there to get it popping, but for her to just come out the blue and be like, do you want to have sex?
So you wanted it on your
I
own
thought it was a
terms.
trick question. I was like, you think I'm only here for that? No, I'm not going to play your game and give you the truth of what I really came for.
And
Right.
then
It
it
was weird.
backfired on him.
And then she was like, all right, well, next time somebody asks you that, you should just say yes, because it could happen.
Hey, Shawnee.
Congratulations, you played yourself.